Now, at the time of me recording this video, there are no actual images of this. If there are images, I'll be sure to show them on screen, but my sleeping pattern is all over the place right now, so when this video goes up, I'm going to be asleep. I'm recording this as soon as the news dropped, which is at the same time as the Galena and Kain news that came out earlier today for Jump Force. If you haven't seen that, I'll be sure to link it at the end of this video. But we've got some Dragon Ball Z Kakarot news, which is exciting because we haven't heard anything about the game since E3. I've been waiting for some news, and here it is. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot adds playable Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan. This makes perfect sense. At least Vegeta and Gohan needed to be playable to tell the story of Dragon Ball Z. Turns out they're also going to add Piccolo, which makes sense because of the Android Saga, right? I believe he has a pretty big notable fight in the Android Saga. It's so hard to remember Dragon Ball Z. It was so long ago, at least for me anyway. But a piece of news that people are glancing over is that there are four support characters announced for the game. These characters will not be playable, or at least they haven't been announced as playable. They will be support only characters, meaning that they can perform certain actions, but you won't be able to actually play as them. Those characters are Chaozu, Tien, Krillin, and Yamcha. It makes sense that none of these characters get a full playable slot, especially considering the type of game that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is. That being said, they didn't mention Gotenks, who is an incredibly important character to the Dragon Ball Z story. As of right now, we're assuming this game goes up until the Buu Saga, and I believe notable people in the community who have some, inside scoops have said that the game does go up until the Buu Saga. And if that's the case, Gotenks has to be playable, right? Thankfully, Gotenks was not deconfirmed here as a support-only character. We didn't hear about any androids or anything like that, and I was a little bit worried about some of that information because I was expecting us to hear something along those lines. But considering what we have announced so far, which is pretty much just the Frieza saga and of course the Saiyan saga, my assumption is that the reason that these characters have been announced is because these characters belong to those sagas, or at least they're present during those sagas, and hopefully that means they're gearing up to reveal the Android saga and they can start revealing more playable characters, more support characters, but of course that's speculation for another day. Right now, all we know for sure is that Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan are all playable characters alongside Goku, plus we have support-only characters, and 4 of them have been announced: Chaozu, Tien, Krillin, and Yamcha. This is all coming from this month's issue of V-Jump, and what an issue it is. Lots of cool new information. Let me know what you think about these playable characters being revealed. I will say there probably is a tiny bit of disappointing information in here. If characters like Tien, Krillin, and Yamcha are reserved as support-only characters, probably means we're not getting a versus mode, but that has not been confirmed. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate you leaving a like on it. It helps other people find it. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. My name has been Bilbzy, and I'll see you in the next video.